Hello sweeties, it's 14 November 2021, can you believe it? And on Friday, we've got the longest partial lunar eclipse in 1,000 years. The last time we had an eclipse this long was in 1440, can't even remember that, when the Incas were building the Machu Picchu citadel in Peru and creating history with their fabulous building skills. It's true. Anyway, what should we do with this energy? This eclipse lasts for 6 hours and 2 minutes, giving us all the time we need to dump the idiots we're no longer in love with, get dolled up for the second innings, and make mad, passionate, wild love to the next person who crosses our path. Starting time 08:02 a.m. That's South African time. So, check the time for wherever you are. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Let's get to the stars. Scorpio, my little watermelon. There are some fantastic new opportunities out there, provided you have the courage to make a few very teeny changes. Actually, you could probably wait till next year for the total transformation, as long as you get balls rolling by the time Friday's eclipse hits. Anyway, keep an eye open for interesting adventures. I know I've told you this before, but you're being far too anal about change. And change, in case you hadn't noticed, is just another word for life. Lack of change is death. Just saying. Anyway, find practical ways to deal with all these brilliant ideas wafting around in your head. Of course, friends and lovers, particularly lovers, are feeling all neglected while you're gazing out the window pontificating. So give them a timeline. Speak. You know how to do that. Tell them when you'll be back, roughly. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my little lotus blossom. Of course, you're making fabulous progress. But there are still some things you simply cannot manage on your own. That's all there is to it. So someone's coming to help you, and amazingly, you'll find it's someone you already know or thought you knew. There might even be extra money involved if you ask nicely. Don't shy away from any new offers, no matter how apparently invasive. A partnership has as many upsides as downs, so get flexible. Your personal life, meanwhile, is taking off in a fabulous new direction. The cause, of course, is that you stop caring about the impression you're making. If someone doesn't like you, that's tough, which is so fantastic. You are almost, not completely obviously, but almost free of other people's judgment. Now you just have to stop judging yourself and you'll be onto something really big. Keep going, you're doing splendidly. Let Friday's eclipse change the way you feel. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little lemon drop, why is it you're suddenly so panicked about what everybody thinks of you? And it's not even your real friends you're worried about. It's those arbitrary strangers who wander in and out of your life pronouncing judgment. Let them. Who told them they were perfect? The point is, your planets are more or less on track and your stars are pointing in the right direction, but if your energies are scattered, you'll be missing all the signposts. So slow down and concentrate. Savor the moments you have before dashing off to find some new ones. At work particularly, it's really important not to drop the ball. You're being undermined by your own impatience and idiocy. Take your time. Friends, lovers, adventures, they'll all still be there when you've taken care of business. Just calm yourself, sweetie. Everything's fine. Everything's just the way it needs to be. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little raspberry. You are at your brilliant best, changing the world, making good things happen all around. As everyone knows, your major concern is always about making the universe a better place. And this week, some really important people are impressed with your efforts. Yay! You might even get a reward or a prize or a big fat badge to wear on your chest. Fabulous. More importantly, though, you're neglecting your own needs, sweetie, and your personal life is falling apart. Really unnecessary, as you know. A tiny bit of admin combined with a smidgen of genuine communication and you'll be back in the saddle. The love life's still a little vague, but that's not all your fault, except that you're forgetting that not everyone lives in your head. Some people have hearts, soft ones. Try opening yours up. Friday's lunar eclipse is an excellent time to change your emotional direction. Give it a bash. That's it for Aquarius. Pisces, my little daffodil, it's time to get practical. And yes, we know the very word makes your skin crawl, but that's just tough. Unless, of course, you're wealthy enough to get someone to do all the admin for you, which would be nice. And some fishers actually do find a way to rake in huge amounts of money. Good for you if you're one of them. Most of you, though, are so busy giving away the shirts off your back, you've forgotten to count how many are left. And as such, this is a very boring week. It's about finding some balance. And, maybe even balancing the actual books, provided you know where they are. The truth is, someone is trying to manipulate you into parting with even more of your stuff, and you know how easily that's done. So you get to stand up for yourself and tell them all to piss off once and for all. If you can manage that, you can take the rest of the week off. Excellent. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little flower pot. It's not that you can't do it by yourself. It's just that you do it so much better when you feel as though someone gives a shit about the outcome. A little support is all you're asking for. And what you're getting, of course, is a list of demands. Oh well, no matter. The kind of support you're after will come from unexpected sources this week, you'll see. Start by talking to your angels, even if you don't believe they're there. You'll need to make some powerful decisions over the next few weeks, and you'll be looking for confirmation. So write down your thoughts, ask yourself a question before you go to sleep. The answers will be there in the morning. There's lots of money about. Trust yourself. Keep a notebook by your bed. The whispers are real, and the opportunities are breathing down your neck. Huge goodies. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my little buttercup. Isn't this interesting? Just when you're at your busiest, the universe sends you a whole bunch of yummy new friends to play with. Lovers even, if you want. You can make some really fabulous connections now, if you feel like it. There might even be a new mentor about, or someone who will do something spectacular to change your life. Of course, you might have to let go of a few relationships that don't work anymore, but that's just to make space for something bigger and better. And the end of the year is always a fantastic time to start new things. Work, meanwhile, is going really well. In fact, you're so amazed at how well it's going, you're wondering if you're missing something, which is typical. Do not sabotage, just enjoy. Friday's eclipse will help you see your world differently, so pay attention. That's it for Taurus. Gemini, my little coconut. Something you thought was finished ages ago has turned up again, and this time it's full of holes. Hideous. If you're the boss, delegate. If you're not the boss, get stuck in before someone starts blaming you for all the drama. In fact, even if you are the boss, you need to show that you're a team player. Either way, no hasty decisions, please. Some practical plans are needed here. Ask for advice, and even if you're completely swamped, take an occasional break to clear your head. The alternative, of course, is on offer, grumpiness and total madness. But this week could have a great outcome. But if you're paying attention, and don't take any of it personally because it's not, there's a lunar eclipse on Friday and it's messing with your head. Rise above it. Take your power back. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little watermelon. Just because everyone wants a piece of you doesn't mean they get to take their pick. Best plan, of course, would be to pack a little bag and sneak off into the night. But since that's not happening quite yet, you'll have to find a way to beat off the invaders with a stick. Just hit them over the head. Or better still, learn to say no, sweetly. It's not your duty to rescue the entire universe, even supposing that were possible. It is, however, your right to rescue yourself and anyone you care about. Your health is the thing to watch this week. When you fall over, you'll know you've gone too far. So try giving yourself a break before then. Nothing big will happen before Friday anyway. We've got a lunar eclipse then, shifting your whole life into a brand new orbit. Think about the changes you'd like to make before those decisions are made for you. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little pussycat, you finally figured it all out. You know exactly what's needed to get your life back on track. Now, all you have to do is put the plan into action. And yes, that does actually mean getting off your butt and moving one direction or another. The truth is, there have been far too many distractions lately, many of which you've created yourself, incidentally, and you've lost complete track of the goal. No matter. This whole month is about getting adult assistance and making brilliant decisions. Even if they're not your decisions, go along with them anyway and be hugely grateful. When you're offered help, the only sane thing to do is accept it. This is one of those deliciously lucky times when the tiniest of efforts goes a very long way. But you do have to make an effort, a very teeny one. And you have to decide what you really want. Not all that hard. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little fruit loop, listen. If you're spending more money than you thought you would, just take a little step back. Optimism is one thing, fabulous. Total fantasy is completely another. And yes, of course, you have to spend money to make money. Everyone's heard that cliche. But the point is, What are you spending your money on? And are you putting your trust in the right people? These are tough questions. And no one wants to turn you into a paranoid lunatic, so let's calm down here. But your instincts are a little off now. So someone needs to sit with you and give you a serious business plan. Take advice from someone who has nothing to gain from your ambitions. Listen to your elders, for once. Be willing to make new plans. And while all that's going on, use Friday's lunar eclipse to help you fall in love. That'll be fun. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my little daffodil, it's all systems go. All those plans piling up in the corridor, waiting for the green light, are ready to move now. And yeah, sure, that's probably more work than you think you can handle, but that doesn't mean you can't start somewhere and just take it as it comes. You'll see signs of success very quickly. In fact, your only real problem will be making sure that the finances are increased instead of used up. Everything's moving so fast, you're in danger of getting careless, so just watch that. There's help out there, provided you have the humility to ask. Besides, your relationships are going so well now, you need to spend some time with lovers and friends. As you well know, the best time to invest in something is when it's at its flourishing best, and then, after all that, spend some time taking care of yourself. You've forgotten completely how fabulous you are. That's it for Libra. Thank you, delicious creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to check out my website, horoscopehotties.com, where you can find a copy of my fabulous book, Horoscope Hotties. And if you've got a question or two, drop me a line on the YouTube chat box. I'd love to hear from you. Meanwhile, whenever you're out there in the world, protect yourself in a bubble of flames, ask your angels to help you, and keep smiling, even if you don't feel like it. Smiling lifts your vibration. Give it a bash. Now, if you'd like to subscribe or like or share or tell me I'm fabulous, just press the button. It's free. And have a great week. Remind yourself every 5 seconds just how amazing you are. Give yourself permission to succeed. It's really important. Bye now.